Oh, and we are live. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Aftercast episode. You know what?
43?
Yes, there we go. Right, it's
I
written
haven't
right
been
down
logging
there in
on
the corner
to
for me.
the episode now.
I hardly remember that. But hey, we're joined here by Dakota. We haven't seen you for what, a month, 2 months, 3 months?
Hey, no, it's only been a couple of weeks, dude. There
Oh,
was,
oh
yeah,
well, all right.
just been on a little hiatus, just
Yeah,
handling some things, handling some business.
yeah. Got out of jail finally, but it's all right. All good. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yes, welcome to the Aftercast. We're going to talk about some good topics, but we'll get into that in a second. But let's get into some introductions. Dakota, you're going to start us off.
See, I ought to take more breaks more often because now I'm starting first, and I'm feeling so honored, and it's such a deserved position to be given. Anyways, you can find me everywhere at Primal Sabbath. I do things on my channel and other stuff, and we have a website called
Yeah,
covenantofprimus.com. And we have a Facebook page, Covenant of Primus. Go like that. You'll get some stuff if we get to 100 likes. So, yeah.
cool.
I liked it, and I haven't got anything yet. So
All
You
right,
haven't got.
Jay.
Oh. About the conversation prior,
What? Oh, gosh.
like the pre
all right,
aftercast conversation.
let's move on.
I mean, we can talk about it if you want to talk about it. If you want to make that public.
Let's just keep that under the table.
Really?
Shut that door, lock it up, chain it, and let's forget about it. Dalton,
I'm
you're up.
Dalton. You can find me on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook at Daltonians TFs.
Cool. That show's coming out next week.
Not sure if it's going to be next week. It might be a couple of weeks
Tomorrow?
from now.
Couple
Well, you
weeks.
know what?
Couple
I'm gonna
weeks
take a
is-
I'm gonna take a permanent
It's going
hiatus
to come
until
out the
Dalton
middle
brings
of
me back.
January. When
I
I
was
get
not gonna do
everything figured
anything.
out.
We're all just talking at the same time. What?
I heard what Dalton said. I didn't hear what Dakota was
What'd you say, Dalton?
mumbling.
Yeah, what is it, Dakota?
What?
Huh?
No one cares. Anyways, I'm G1Hextron. You can find me at G1Hextron on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook page, the G1Hextron. So
Right on. And I'm Victory Saber 77. You can find me Twitter and YouTube. Other shows, we have the Cybercast, which is every Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on G1 Extron's channel. Every other Thursday, there is the eBay show at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time on G1 Extron's channel. Dakota, we have the Topic show every other Wednesday, correct?
Yes.
7:30 p.m. on your channel,
Central
every
Standard Time.
Central Standard Time. And go check out our website, like Dakota said, covenantprimus.com, and go like the Facebook page. And what else is there? That's it. That's it. I'm having a senior moment right now. So, how was your guys' Christmas? Good.
I'll
I'm an
go
uncle.
first.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
Josh will go
What?
first.
Oh, I was just saying.
I'm just fucking-
I am now Uncle Hex. So we had my youngest brother was the first one to have a child, and was a boy because for some reason like we only have boys, whatever. So
But how would you know if he was the first one to have a child?
well, my dad, only boys, and
What about your mom?
father, only boys, and
What?
their parents before them, boys. So, but as far as the Hollises go, like it's just boys. Like I don't think there's any females. Anyways, but
How does that happen?
I don't know. If you want a son, then we're for sure far away to get one. So.
I'll keep that in mind.
All right.
Yeah. So, anyways, man, it was awesome. It happened today, actually, December 27th, 2 a.m. or like 2:06 or something like that. But yeah, finally came out and stuff like that, and I made sure the first toy that he ever had his hands gripped around was G1 Six Shot, and coming up with trying to figure out a YouTube name for him. I think Jame and I came up with one. I don't want to say it live on here just because I don't want someone to go ahead and steal it. So
Just put it in the chat. Just type it in the chat.
No, Dalton, he'll steal it, man.
He'll steal it.
Really?
But like I already started to like make him a little shout out video, and then I'm gonna wait till like we can bring him home from the hospital and take him around the collection room, and just I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this kid. I'm excited because it's awesome because like I get to I feel like I get to groom this child in the way that I want him to be, even though it's not mine. But I'm that uncle that like I can teach him all the sports stuff. I can teach him all the toy stuff and buy him all the cool toys. And whenever he craps his diaper, then I can just be like, all right, it's time to take you back to your mom and dad. So
There you go.
that's the best part about it. So, he's crying a lot now. Well, here you go. It's back to you.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's going to become a collector, a reviewer on YouTube. He's going to give a shout out like, I want to thank Optobotomus for getting me, into this. And
No, he's not gonna do any of that.
Can you do a sub for sub, please?
But sweet, that's cool. Again, congrats. It's awesome, especially you're starting him off right.
Yeah, he like even in the video, I was like, yeah, so he's not gonna have any GoBots in his collection. He's never ever gonna touch them. Probably no Masters of the Universe either.
So Cal Marza is just
Count
ticked.
Marza's care package is on its way. It just went through 7 other states to get to you.
Everyone's already sending Bayformers in.
Right on.
So I'm excited about that, man. It's a new experience for me, and so far, like in the past couple of weeks, I bought more toys for him and spent more money on him before he was even born than I have myself. And I collect masterpiece stuff, so that gives you an idea. I already have like toys that I can't even give him until he's like 3. If I abide by the rules that they put on the packaging. So I just got it all stuffed in the closet. So.
And who does, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So how about the rest of you guys? Christmas.
I got my Christmas stuff early. It came straight from Fun Publications, and I had all like the tracking and stuff for it. So pretty nice.
Cool.
Other than that, spending it with the family, eating food and chocolate.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dalton? You and
Me, it's pretty good. And I'm getting some money for BotCon for Christmas, so that's pretty cool.
Cool.
And
Oh crap!
just
I forgot about the other thing. I'm sorry.
spend time with family. Again, ate food and just hang out.
All right. Well, that's our show, so right on.
all right, peace out.
Were you gonna add something, Dakota?
All right, good game, guys. Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, I got a Magic the Gathering deck, which we talked about this before the show went on, but I got that, and I'm pretty excited to learn it. There's a lot of rules, but oh, dude, let's not start with the nerd talk, okay?
You can start collecting what is it, Pogs too?
What's a Pog?
Oh gosh, those are little
Start,
disc
like,
things.
wicked slammers made out of space age aluminum alloy. And,
Gosh, I remember those things.
Can
No.
you drink alcoholic beverages out of them?
I'm not talking beer pong.
Mm.
But
That's what you're
cool.
talking about.
All right. Well, do you guys want to talk about any hauls, or we can just dive into some topics? You guys.
I thought that was the whole. The
Well,
Christmas-
you didn't really elaborate. You got stuff from Fun Pub. I mean, who else?
my haul
Look,
is.
everyone's already seen it because Josh wants it.
All right, Dakota, shut up. I'm talking. All right.
this is a great aftercast.
So this is family friendly.
He's just mad at me for some reasons.
Destroying
All
his
right.
hopes and dreams.
But as far as toy haul, I got the Bull Alien from NECA. Like whenever I open it up, because obviously all the stuff that I buy is like, I buy it myself, and then like they give me money. I'm like, okay, this is what you got for me. Basically, is how it works. So the NECA Bull Alien, and whenever I put it up, I show my grandmother, and she's like, "Oh, that's really cool." And she's like 87. I was like, "Yeah, Grandma's still awesome," because she knew what it was, and stuff like that. I tried to explain. She goes, "I know, I've seen the movies," So,
Sweet.
she was like, "Yeah, that's really cool." And my dad basically, he gave me the money to pay. all the families, they gave me enough money to pay for the Masterpiece Ultra Magnus, and I got a range of time with them, but they're gonna pay for part of. I'm gonna get some new tires on my car, so I thought that was kind of boring, but it's good for me though.
Yeah. Right.
It's necessity. They don't want me throwing on the brakes in the rain and like sliding across the intersection, so I don't want them there.
Unless your car's made of foam. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Dakota,
Yep.
you want to elaborate what you got, or should I just move on?
You know what? Why not? I got the Shatterglass Soundwave and Shatterglass Blaster set, the e-hobby one that was a shared exclusive with the club, and I got the Magnificus that was also shared exclusive. Karen still has not gotten back to me about the comic, and
Wow.
Karen, another channel, maybe she's watching this one. I
Maybe.
really like that comic. Heard it kind of ties in a little bit with his backstory. I just want to read it. It's a bilingual comic, Karen. You should know that. Karen, I'd appreciate it if you got back to me on that comic. Thank you.
She's probably distraught over the news too.
She should be, because, I mean, Karen has dealt with me time and time again on my issues regarding getting my Collectors Club shipments.
Mhm.
And just this one time, she has faltered in not even responding to me. So, Karen, sure you're a sweet lady. Step your game up. Let's get back to that good old, grade A customer service.
And
Okay.
we turn to Dilton.
Well, on my way to my dad's, I found RC and Chromia.
Cool. Where were they?
Just a town an hour away from here.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know what? I went into my Toys R Us today, or I hit up all my spots, and my Toys R Us just now got in, the Windblade and Crosscuts and Nightbeat, and I'm like, oh god, man, you guys are, and they're the first store to get that, so I'm like, dude, you guys they're fast at some stuff, but they're slow at some of the others.
I finally saw Age of Extinction Lockdown in Walmart the other night, and I almost got him. I'm not gonna lie, I almost got him.
Like my stores are fast with like Ninja Turtles, like they're quick. Batman stuff, they're quick. Transformers, dude, we get stuff that it's already been out for like 2 months, and it's like, oh, here it is. And I was like, oh, thanks, I bought it from other places already, so.
There's just no pleasing you, is there?
No, I'm a hard person to please. That's why I
You get
have.
that, ladies?
That's why I have. Yeah, that's why I don't have girlfriends.
All right. Well, let's we'll leave that to a different or a different show. All right. So let's move into
That'll be
some
on the
of
Primal
topics.
Sabbath After Hour? No.
So some of the topics that we talked about on the Cybercast were, the Combiner Wars coming up. What do you guys, Dakota and Dalton, would like to see in the Combiner Wars series? Don't have to be combiners. They could be, some minifigs or whatever.
Well, Seacons, Nexus Max. Well, just for God Neptune, to be honest with you, Nexus Maximus,
Gosh.
and or Nexus Prime. And that's really it, because I'm not really seeing a 3-man combiner anytime soon at Hasbro again. So.
Well, what are the chances that you think you'll actually see the Seacons? I mean, obviously, the other repaints is what you're interested in, but the
Right.
Seacons, because like we discussed, you'll see these things that are prior '86 animated movie, because they're simple, and they'll probably be able to, whether they engineer them, they'll implement them into other combiners. Or at least maybe one of them, to where if you get something like the Technobots or the Terracons or the Predacons, there's not really a whole lot of repaint potential there because they're very, specific on what they are supposed to look like.
Right. There's also a lot
And
of retail
and
potential for
the
what we've already got
Seacons
now.
go that same thing.
Yeah. But that's what I would like to, I guess. As far as what I expect to see, what else I expect to see, I would be hard pressed to find anything like you said post season, post movie.
Hmm.
Um, very hard pressed to see any of that. You're gonna get your typical, we know about Superion and Minosaur. Uh, I would willing to bet some considerable amounts of money that we'll see Bruticus. Uh, there really hasn't been any time where Bruticus wasn't made. It's like a Hasbro favorite.
Yeah.
Um,
And
and
defense or and stuff like that. Yeah.
yeah, but any of the good stuff, I guess, like I wouldn't expect to see a Devastator. Well, and it would be awesome if we did, and maybe we will, because the way they're implementing like the sixth legend in for whatever,
Hmm.
that could totally happen.
I
Um,
hope that's not the case.
right.
I've seen some, well,
Would you rather
digi
it be six
bashes.
deluxes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, instead of like four deluxes and a Voyager. Yeah, I mean that would totally work. Granted, they wouldn't
And a
be they wouldn't
legend or
be
whatever,
they
like
wouldn't be Scramble
some
City if
dude.
that's what they're trying to go for. They're
And
trying to
you
go
know what? But he was never part of the Scramble City, so in my opinion, he needs to be the one exception. Where,
right, but then there's the
what?
deal in the comics where Prowl like became the head or whatever.
I
So
don't
you
care
could
about the
see a
comic.
Combiner Wars Prowl. I mean, it could still be the whole six deluxe thing, but
Hmm.
that would be something I think would be pretty neat to see. But as far as like buying the line or buying into the line, uh, it's going to be a pass year.
Yeah.
Let me shoot something, across the bow real quick and see if any of you guys remember it. There was a book that came out for the 30th anniversary or Thrilling 30, and we saw some images of a G1 Predaking. We got a reissue. Uh, then you saw also a God, I'm trying to remember all the stuff that we saw, but you saw several different figures that have came to light. You also saw a Defensor that a lot of people were like, okay, so this is obviously not a tease that we're getting all these because they're never coming out with a combiner like that. Now it's very possible. We also saw Skylinks in there. So it's basically like all the figures that they had showed are shown at that time in that book. Like half of them, we were like, yeah, we'll probably never get that. We've ended up getting them, like a Brainstorm. We ended up getting the G1 Predaking. They showed all these different things. I don't know if you guys remember that or not. It was, a year or even more than a year ago. But now, Defensor will probably get it. And the only other thing is Skylinks. So do you think that Hasbro maybe would do a Skylinks?
Hmm?
You could even do it because Skylink's nemesis is Predaking. Not. I doubt that they're going to do a Predaking, and it may come true. But the Skylinks, you're talking about something that it's really not as complicated as you think. If you look at the G1, I mean, it's pretty simple, and to throw a little bit of articulation in there wouldn't be, huge. It doesn't really need that much. You're obviously you probably don't have the electronics or anything like that or motorized gears, but some type of generation Skylinks. You think that might be something that we might see this year?
Mm, I don't think so. Just because I mean, it would fit the theme, and they could totally work it in, but I don't really think the designers that they have right now are thinking that far ahead. You know what I mean? I don't really give them that much credit, to be totally honest with you. Not, I mean, I'm not trying to like be a negative Nancy towards them or about them, but I just don't really see that. Hey, I mean, I don't know. You guys know I have like real strong feelings against kind of current Hasbro offerings.
I just want to mark this date because I think we will, because like I said, like half the stuff that we saw in that book, it was just 2 pages. We never, half the stuff we didn't think we would see. There was a brainstorm in there where we were like, yeah, they're not doing the headmaster. Got it.
Right. Then there was also
so half the stuff in there,
Yeah.
we never thought we'd get it. The Defensor, yeah, never getting that. This isn't like future releases because these things aren't planned, or they'll never come out with this. Well, the only things that are left are Defensor and Skylinks, and there were probably 16 different Transformers in those 2 pages. So now we're down to 2. And if I just got to think that if you're a betting person, you're like, okay, well, you thought, like we got 8 now, and in 2014, like you gave us the other 6, and we never thought we were getting those 6. Well, here's these 2 left, Defensor and Skylinks. A betting person would say, you know what? We probably will.
Hmm.
I'm just looking at it from a betting
Do
standpoint.
you think it would
that's
be
the way
just
you
a
would look at it.
single Legends class figure, though? Do you even think,
I think that it would be some type of. It would be probably considered a leader class.
a leader class? Well,
I
let's see.
would
We
think it
know of
would
what
have to
2
be.
leader classes for next year? Megatron and Thundercracker.
Mm.
So I mean, we could have a third, an Armada that repaint. So I mean, it could be a new, the new Skylinks or whatever, being packaged with the Megatron repaint. I mean, that would only make sense. So I mean, I don't know. It's a possibility. Definitely can't wait
It
to
is.
see.
I mean that's the whole thing I want to bring out there is like, look, these are the possibilities, because look at what we were shown, a year or even over a year ago, 14 months ago, and we even all 3 of us discussed those things on a Cybercast, and it was like, well, look, we're not getting half this stuff, and it kept on coming true, and to where now there's only 2 things that we haven't got, and I'm pretty sure we're getting a Defensor and the Combiner Wars. I mean, it would only make sense. I mean, that's one of the easier ones to do. So.
Yeah.
Dalton, what do you think, man?
I think one that would be easily, again, would have to be Bruticus, and yeah, definitely Defensor. Skylinks would be nice, possibility, but as far as something I would like to see, as far as like the Legends go, I just want to see some more like mini bots. Like if they're gonna Brawn and Outback, give us those.
Yeah.
Give us a Pipes.
Well, you do Braun, you're going to get Outback. You do Pipes, you're going to get Huffer.
Yeah, we're already getting Hopper, so why not repaint it blue, give it a mouth plate, and there you go.
Bet Takara does it before Hasbro.
And they're using that Optimus Prime mold too. What do y'all think about that? I was kind of hoping for something a little bit different.
Be nice for a new mold, but it's I don't know. I can kind of see in it being a full update.
Wish they would go back to Scouts from Legend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say there's enough plastic between the Legend class figure and its little Target Master partner to at least
they're not
make a
even
new
getting
hollowed
rid of
out
more.
Scout. Oh wow, really? Okay.
Yeah, Bombshell doesn't come with one, neither does Power Glide.
Yeah, because they become
Right, they
like
are
the
the
Target
Target
Master and all that. So what's the point? Just dumb.
Yeah.
It's another way of taking away a little bit from us collectors.
Now let's not get all conspiracy theoretical over here.
Well, I'm got some.
Old man Jame and his theories.
Yeah. Got my conspiracy theory newsletter, comes out every other month. But
Oh, so you shop at InfoWars too?
There you go. Card carrying member. But how about box sets? Now you guys G1. I mean, we got a box set in Beast Wars, and a couple of them. You guys like the box sets for combiners?
I prefer it.
You do
I would like
Everything
it.
at once.
everything at once. Yep.
Because what's this first wave? It's like Silverbolt and Optimus, and then you get like 3 aerial bots and a Stunticon member for the first wave. That's dumb.
Yeah.
You know.
Be hilarious
Just
if they
thinking about
canceled the wave.
Oh, dude. Oh, the rage. Although people would probably just buy 2 of the Fireflights or whatever,
Yeah.
like they have been.
So, yeah, it'd be nice if we got some type of gift set. But again, I think we kind of thought it might be a San Diego Comic Con exclusive.
Or even
If we
a
did something
Takara
like that.
exclusive.
It'd be cool if they could do the old G1 type of
That would be, yeah.
packaging.
I mean, the Legends packaging is working for them.
Also, I think that if it's going to be a San Diego Comic Con exclusive, then it's probably going to be Superion, just because of the fact that they've already released 4, or they're releasing 4 of the 5. The second wave, is going to be here in whatever, a month or so, and you'll get that 5th figure. That way, that gives them a few months to go ahead and start working on something, and if you do get it as a San Diego Comic Con exclusive, then it's going to be either Superion or Minosaur.
Yeah.
Because they're going to go ahead and start working on that packaging. And I also think that you can't just give us exactly what we've already got, because you want them to rebuy, is their thing. That you might get some type of G2. If you're talking about, Superion, Minnesota, they both had G2 releases.
Mm-hmm.
So
And with
you might
Superion
see that.
yes,
We
nice
had
to have that
gold
updated.
plastic. Yeah, he had gold plastic. And Minnesota, we know that that's popular. I think the best one for them, though, would be the Superion, just because as far as combiner mode goes, he's the one that looks the best out of the 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if they did an exclusive for San Diego Comic Con where they did the Stunticons, but instead of, what was it, Dead End, that's a SUV, they gave them a car mode.
Oh, for off-road, the
Yeah.
Wild Rider.
Yeah, that one.
If there was maybe another mold that utilizes a car.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the
Rage.
craze, the rage. Yeah, like I'm sitting here thinking, God, I'd love to be on the forums that day, like.
Luckily, I have a friend going to San Diego Comic Con, so I'm not worrying about that stuff.
It would get heated quick in the online community with all their power and might.
Yeah. Well, it would be unique and different. I mean, besides, because you can't really give them like more of a G1 paint, apps like they did with the Dinobots this year. Because we're not getting like the Skittle-looking aerial bots. But I don't know. They'd have to do something unique.
James, someone that's involved with Transformers and also He-Man, whenever you look on forums, who complains more? Transformer fans or He-Man fans?
Dude, you already know.
I know Transformers.
Yeah. But He-Man fans do like to complain also. I mean,
But a lot of He-Man fan complaints are like totally legitimate. Like their package is being shipped through 7 different states, that's like on the other side of them before it gets to them.
Well, and it's because we're directly also linked before, Toy Guru actually, would talk to us through the forums. You don't have that with Hasbro.
It makes promises too.
Yeah, and say this and then do reveals, and it's a little more, I don't want to say intimate, but he's kind of got more of a close relationship where Hasbro's more corporate.
Isn't he with Jack Specific now?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
And the thing about Toy
If I start
Guru
getting better
is
Dragon Ball Z
that
voices.
I, you know, I feel bad for him about this. Is he would be told something and be like, yeah, you can go ahead and talk about this on the forums, and he would do so because he's excited because he's a He-Man fan as well.
Yeah.
And then after he's talked about this stuff for whatever, a few days or a week or whatever, Mattel would go and change it.
So he's basically like our Pete Sinclair.
In a way, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or he was, you know. But the thing is, they would say, yeah, you can go share this. This is what we're doing, and then he would be like, I'm talking to him, like, okay, yeah, this and this and that, and then I guess kind of behind his back, if you want to consider that, because they already told him he could share this stuff, and then they're like, yeah, it's actually we're going to change this. It's going to be this way, and then he would have to be like, explain that, or maybe they didn't even tell him, and now he's the one getting bashed, and that's one thing. I always felt bad for that guy
Yeah.
about that. That like you tell him he can share something and he shares it, but then you totally change it up. Then he's the one that his name is still the one on the line. You're like, man, I can't even trust this guy. He just lies to us. No, he was, because of what his job is. He was told he could share this, and then the company decided after they told him he could share that they changed it up, and now he looks like the idiot.
They needed to
Here's
go.
your fall guy.
They needed to. Maddie did something that was really cool, but really bad, and that was to kind of make this collecting, for Masters of the Universe, a nice online subscription-based, bring the community together, have forums, have all this type of stuff, and then we want to interact with you. That was their mistake. I think you go wrong when you want to talk to your customer base, especially a fandom that's
Pete, please don't be
huge.
please don't listen to this, Pete.
Huge when you talk about stuff like that. And um I mean, I don't mind like listening to and wanting to know more about the, like Transformers and all this other type of stuff, but you get caught with all these people who want this and that. We want to know, and when they screw up, we're gonna torture them. We want to just, kick them out of there, fire him, all that type of stuff, because there was quite a bit of hate for Toy Guru at times. Reading in this, the forums and all that kind of stuff. But
Well, we we,
I don't know.
we get cussed out emails, like like I'm not gonna go into detail, but wishing harm upon me or Jane. It's just like.
Look, I'm sorry about
It's
that.
like, wow, it's
Rob,
like,
it was a
look, we
one-time
just try to
thing.
bring you facts, and like, that's all it is. And if stuff changes, we can't do anything about that. It's like we aren't these companies for him.
Or are you?
It's even worse whenever he works for the company and he's told one thing and then they change it up, and
Yeah.
it's
The, bo-
crazy.
the bottom line is like, if you don't like the product, don't buy the damn product. But if you like I mean, if you're gonna buy it, but you're gonna buy it and you're gonna complain about it constantly, then what's the point? Oh, I hate this thing, but I'm gonna buy it anyways because I'm a collector and I want to have,
No
the entire
comment.
collection. And it's just, I mean, it is what it is, but I don't know. I think it's
Do you
better
think
than it was before.
do you think a
Especially
good
when,
example is Masterpiece Skywarp? Like
yeah,
we've both openly complained about that and said that, look, just I'm waiting.
yeah,
Now, I'm not I don't have Masterpiece Skywarp on pre-order here. I'm waiting like everyone else. It's like, look, I'm gonna see what Hasbro does, because it's we try not to contradict ourselves here.
hmm
I do have a couple of comments.
cool.
Would COJB says Skylink's reissue to match Predaking reissue and Platinum Collection. Uh, Well, here's the thing: is the images that I was talking about from this book, which is part of this 30th anniversary Transformers collection book. We looked at them about a year, or maybe a little even previous to a year, and there were about, I don't know, 16 Transformers in there. 8 of them have already been came true at that point. 6 out of the remaining 8 did come true, which we didn't think would come true, like Brainstorm and those all also the Platinum Edition Predaking, and his artwork was of a G1 Predaking. So that's what came out. Defensor and Skylinks were done up in a kind of a generation style, to where they weren't G1 or they weren't, saying like if it was Skylinks done up in his G1 look, then you'd be like, okay, are we getting some type of reissue of Skylinks? But no, it was a generation style of Skylinks, so that's why I think that Defensor was done the same way. And that's why we kind of think that. Now we know we're getting Combiner Wars, and we just assume that we're getting Defensor. The last one to be is Skylink. So that's what all I'm saying. I'm not trying to tell or even hint at that you will be getting a Skylinks generation style in the future. I'm just saying that a really good possibility, because we just look at the history of like what was presented a year ago, and there's not but 2 figures left.
All I'm trying to say is if we don't get a Skylinks, you're gonna get some more of that hate mail coming.
I know I am, and that's why I really don't. I usually don't put myself out there that much.
But it's gonna
unless I'm very, very sure, and that's something that I feel pretty strong about that. I do have one other comment from BVZXA3. Thanks for joining us again. I think Takara is going to do the box sets first before Hasbro. However, for Christmas or Xmas 2015, if Hasbro does box sets, gift sets with possible G1 accurate or G2 paint colors, G2 paint schemes, it would be nice. I'd like some G2.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another one here. Okay. If Generation, this is from Wood, COB, JB. If Generations Bruticus is a thing, 1 or 2 cannons for Brawl, 1 turret opens up Warpath repaint, 2 opens up Drill Horn, or he said Mint Kill Bison.
Yeah. I don't know. You're not going to see any of the Japanese characters.
Yeah, you're not going to see that from Hasbro. So
Yeah, Hasbro would be like, no.
that's not even their stuff.
I don't know, dude. Black Shadow, Thunderwing.
Thunderwing was already U.S.
Oh, he was?
Yeah. Black Shadow wasn't. Metal Hawk wasn't, but that was Bachman.
Right.
Straxus was from the Marvel Comics.
There was another one I'm trying to think. It was the one that Bludgeon. Was Bludgeon Marvel Comics too?
Yeah, big time. So, yeah, I don't know. It would be cool. I mean, it was really weird that we did get a Black Shadow, or Sky Shadow, whatever the hell they called him. But, yeah, I don't know.
And with the whole Warpath thing, I don't see that happening with a Combiner figure. I can see them doing that for Legends. A new Warpath.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they'd use a limb bot for a mini bot.
But let's move on from Combiner Wars. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
So, you know that movie, The Interview? I haven't watched it yet, but it's gotten a lot of heat.
Yeah.
Well, apparently one of like the 200 theaters in the nation that decided to show it is one that's like local, and they have sold out every single day. But apparently you can rent it on Xbox Live, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. But I'm curious if you guys have like seen it or heard anything about it or
I haven't
whatever.
seen it yet. I'm kind of wanting to go check it out. When it
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like now that I know I can't. It's like it's not one of the major theaters either. It's like this crummy like 70-year-old or 120-year-old or some really old theater that just got like renovated a few months ago. And I'm just the whole like oh my goodness, that poor theater, all that renovation gone. But yeah, I'm definitely curious to check it out for sure. Just didn't know if anyone else had.
No, not yet.
Josh, dude, are they showing the interview anywhere near you?
On my computer, if I wanted to watch it, I didn't even bother
Other than
watching
that,
it.
I mean, I'm not gonna go to the theater to watch it, but
Oh, I mean, I could have watched it for free like 3 nights ago. I popped up on my illegal website, but I was like, I don't even care. So
well,
Cool.
why do you freaking know? No, I'm just.
All right.
I'm not a big fan of comedies, and it looked like a stupid movie anyway.
It must be hard being a boring G1 fan, not being into fun things.
I like
Articulation.
movies that
That form
make you
bricks.
think, make you think.
Yeah, Rubik's Cube is a brick, and it makes you think too.
Yeah, best toy ever.
Well, I think we're gonna end it there.
What?
Well, it's gonna be a short show. Holidays stuff, and then
What about what are you looking forward to in 2015?
yes, I guess. Yeah.
And Trent hasn't even popped in yet for his late intro.
Well, what are you guys looking forward to in 2015?
Dude, I'll tell you in a week whenever we find out what the BotCon theme is.
Yeah.
Then I'll let you know.
Cool.
Other than that, like as far as mainline release stuff, I mean nothing. Figure Arts Broly, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's really all I've kind of got my eyes set on.
Are all those SH Figure Arts figures, are they like hollow inside? Because like the first one I ever bought was that Batman. And
They're
he's like really hollow,
but
and I don't like them that much.
none of my DBZ stuff seems hollow. I mean, they are very light figures though.
Yeah, they
Uh,
are.
But no, yeah, none. Like, I mean, my Dragon Ball Z figures have taken like 5 foot plummets from the shelf, and like nothing is broken. Everything's fine. Granted, they hit carpet. I'm sure like a hard floor is a totally different scenario, but um, other than that, man, I mean, they're good. They're solid.
Well, I don't think that the figure itself would break, maybe, from like a fall like that. But man, his cape, it's already broken on me. So
Yeah.
Right.
just trying to take the cape off, to take pictures so I could put it in a different pose. And it didn't work.
What are you looking forward to, Dalton?
I'm, again, I agree with Dakota, waiting to see what's going on this next week for BotCon. And actually looking forward to the Combined War stuff, the Robots in Disguise, nothing as far as the figures. So
Cool.
mainly Combined Wars and BotCon.
Sorry, Jay, you're echoing. So
Oh, and Star Saber, Masterpiece Star Saber.
There you go. That's good. There you go. Didn't want to have to get rid of you, but awesome. All right.
Is it
So-
to stop?
Hello.
yeah, I think it did. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. We got nothing else, so it's gonna be a short one. Sorry.
Oh
No, you're letting everyone know now.
What? I suck you in, and then I say it's gonna be done. But
Let me see if there's any more comments.
we can talk after too, though.
James, you saying that reminded me of my previous relationship encounter.
Uh,
Yep.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, let's we'll end it here. There. So, no show next week, guys. So keep that in mind. No Cybercast, no Aftercast.
Because it's going to be New Year's, cuz we going to be recuperating.
Yep.
It's playoffs.
Oh, that too, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll be a little under the weather. So, Dakota, if you want to outro yourself.
I mean, I'm the big P Sabbath. Y'all know where to find me.
Peace out.
Oh my god.
What? Primal Sabbath
God.
in his ass. All right. And we have a show on your channel, right? Every other Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, the Covenant of Primus topic show, right?
Okay.
And Dakota's gone. All
No,
right.
I'm still here. I'm sorry, you were talking to me?
Yes.
I thought I was done after P Sabbath, so I immediately honed in on my my phone for reasons we talked about earlier. Yeah, we got a topic show. It's gonna be not next Wednesday or this Wednesday, but in 2 or 3 Wednesdays.
Mhm.
And it's Wednesdays. It's 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Even though all my TV shows are off on Tuesday, I just figure we'll just keep it at that Wednesday mark
All
for
right.
simplicity's sake. So yeah,
All right. And check out our website, covenantprimus.com.
and we have a Facebook page, Covenant of Primus.
Cool. Dalton?
I'm Dalton. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter at Daltonians TFs. I will be having a show coming out here within the next week or two. Look for that on Twitter and Facebook. So.
Awesome. Jay, how you doing?
I just how I'm doing.
All right.
Well, yeah. Well, you asked how I was doing. I just woke up.
Cool.
I didn't expect to sleep this late. I was expecting to actually be at the beginning of the show and everything, but I was tired.
You joined us late, but you joined us, so that's
Yeah.
cool. So thank you.
At least I got here.
Yeah. And they can find you where?
At Twitter at NemesisJazz13.
Right on. And Josh?
You can find me G1Xtron on Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram, and my Facebook page is the G1Xtron, and you can also call me Hex, like you guys have been doing, or you can call me Uncle Hex now, my little nephew right here, chilling with a Six Shot, the delivery room. So
Cool. Awesome.
yeah, I'm freaking pumped, man. I can't wait to spoil this kid. Oh man.
And I am Victory Saber 77. You can find me Twitter and YouTube. Other shows that we have, Cybercast on every Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on G1 Extron's channel.
Video form up.
It is up. And we also have the eBay show, which is every other Thursday on G1 Extron's channel at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Next show will be January 8th. And Dakota told you about the Covenant of Primus topic show and the website and the Facebook page, which I do put stuff in the description, so check that out. So hopefully everyone had a great Christmas and have a happy and safe New Year's. So we will see you in a couple of weeks.
All right, peace.
See ya.